The invisible burden Musk has created for the Republican Party.
Billionaire Elon Musk's foray into politics has inadvertently created a burden for the Republican Party, as voter frustration directed at him is spilling over onto GOP candidates. This week, the Republican Party suffered its first major blow since President Donald Trump took office. Brad Schimel, a conservative candidate backed by the GOP, lost the race for a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court to liberal-leaning Susan Crawford, who was supported by Democrats. The race was described as a proxy battle between Democrats and Republicans in Wisconsin. Musk, a close ally of Trump, spent over $23 million in support of Schimel's campaign. However, this move backfired for the GOP. Musk's intervention turned off Wisconsin voters, many of whom turned to Crawford and helped her win the state Supreme Court seat for a 10-year term. The world's richest man became a lightning rod for Democratic criticism of the Trump administration. Crawford's victory over Schimel, Musk and Trump is a resounding message from voters that Wisconsin believes in freedom, democracy and the rule of law, said Ben Wickler, chair of the Wisconsin Democratic Party. Wisconsin is not for sale. Elon Musk's deep financial and personal involvement in the April 1st Wisconsin judicial election has become a political liability for the Republican Party, the Wall Street Journal noted. Observers said Crawford's victory has energized Democrats, who have been struggling to counter Trump. They see the Wisconsin result as a sign that they might be able to flip control of Congress, where Republicans currently hold a narrow majority in both chambers in the 2026 midterms. Some GOP and White House officials have expressed concerns that Musk may continue to hurt the party's chances in future elections. They are uneasy about Musk's social media posts attacking Social Security on X. A photo of Musk holding a chainsaw over his head at a conservative event earlier this year is also expected to be used by Democrats in their 2026 campaign ads. Federal employees are much more popular than Elon Musk, said Whit Ayres, a Republican pollster who recently conducted surveys on public sentiment toward federal workers and Musk's role in government downsizing. The chainsaw imagery Musk used is simply not popular, Ayres added. In Wisconsin, 58% of independent voters disapproved of Musk. Among Democratic voters, that figure rose to 97%, according to a Marquette poll conducted in late February. Musk's attempt to fund voter turnout was criticized as vote buying. Patrick Guarashi, senior strategist for Crawford's campaign, called Musk a liability for Republicans. He cited Brown County, where Trump defeated Kamala Harris in November 2024 by 7.5 percentage points. Musk campaigned there for Schimel on March 30th, but Crawford ended up winning the county by nearly 3 points. He drew attention to himself, and Republicans paid the price, Guarashi said. Some GOP supporters have tried to downplay the impact. Republican strategist Jason Thielman argued the Wisconsin judicial result is not a bellwether for the 2026 midterms. Thielman said Musk's work with the Department of Government Efficiency, DOG, to cut spending was a bold action that energizes the MAGA base, referring to Trump supporters. However, beyond Wisconsin, 2 special elections in Florida, Trump's home state, on April 1st also showed that Musk may not be a good fit for GOP politics. These elections were held to replace Matt Gaetz and Mike Waltz, 2 congressmen who left the House after being appointed to Trump's administration. While the GOP retained both seats, Democrats narrowed the gap in districts that were once considered unwinnable. In Florida's 1st congressional district, the GOP's trouble came in Escambia County and may have been linked to Musk. In 2024, Gaetz defeated Democratic candidate Gay Vallimont in Escambia County by 14 points. This year, the tide turned. Vallimont narrowly beat Republican Jimmy Patronis in this traditionally red county. Ultimately, Patronis still won Florida's 1st district overall, but with a margin of 14 points, much lower than Gates's 32-point victory last year. A recent poll conducted by NBC News shows that 51% of American voters hold a negative view of Elon Musk, while only 39% view him positively. Elon is great for Trump because he's like a shield, one of Musk's advisors said. But attracting too much attention isn't good for elections, as it inadvertently energizes the Democrats. President Trump stated that Musk may leave his government role in the coming months. Musk will stay for a certain period, then return to full-time business. He's doing a great job, Trump said, adding that the billionaire can stay as long as he wants. Republican candidates planning to run in 2026 would likely welcome Musk's departure from the administration. The question now, as Politico writer Charlie Martesian notes, is whether it's already too late in tightly contested districts.